breathing and incorporating that into your day. Mindfulness, learning about that practice of just taking time to kind of absorb your environment.
You kind of answered this question before, but what made you transition from being a stylist to a boutique owner?
The necessity. I mean, there are clients that are just not my people. You know, they're just not my clients. And I am totally okay with that. Like, I don't have no problem with that. So what do you do? What do you do when your calendar is not booked? What do you do to take back control of your income and control of your life? You have to diversify your.
Come on.
Advice would you give other women taking time out for themselves?
Don't overthink it. Don't think that you just have to spend a bunch of money. I know that you know everything. So making sure you're going to a therapist that specializes in anxiety and depression and trauma, whatever your issue is.
What is a makeup product that you can't live without?
Okay, 1 second that I just can't live without. It would have to be. Ooh, that's a hard one. Okay. Okay, so for me, that's another thing. Watch how she asked how I got into doing makeup. It would be concealer, because me personally, I could go.
Deiondra Niara artistry is just what you're looking for. From everyday glam to a gorgeous bridal look and everything in between. Deiondra Niara artistry is here to give you the edge you need to stand out from the crowd. Deiondra Niara has been crafting looks for a long time. She loves helping people feel confident in their skin and showing them how amazing they really are. Book your glam spot today at DeiondraNiara.ads.me or visit her on Instagram at DeiondraNiara_artistry.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Grow with Mogul. I am Tameka Chapman, the host of Mogul. I'm also the founder of Mogul TV Global Network. So just a few things that I want to get out of the way before we get started. I am speaking to Tina F. Foy. She is the host of Beauty and Me with Tina TV show, as well as the Bliss Unveiled Summit, about self-care, fashion, and beauty. But I want you to do me one good thing. Just do me a solid. Share this broadcast with every woman that you know, like, love, and trust. Okay. So there's some woman in your life who's going to need to hear something that Tina, as well as our speaker and expert stylist, Jennifer McCrae, will be speaking about this evening. I just want you all to go ahead and do that little housekeeping thing. Okay. Share it out. We're not going to ask you to do much, but share this broadcast out. So I'm not going to hold you all on because y'all ain't here for me. Okay. Y'all are tuning in to speak to Tina F. Foy as well as Miss Jennifer McCrae. Get them on the screen with me. Hold on one second. Okay. Technology will do its own thing here on a good Sunday night. But we're going to get it. Hold on. Let me get them. Wow. It would be this way. Hold on. What have I done? Hold on one second, y'all. I know it's probably me. Just give me 1 second and I will get them up here. What in the what? So while I work on that, let me give y'all a little entertainment, okay? Give you a little entertainment. All right. And just like that, And just like that, I will not be defeated, okay? So listen, welcome. Welcome to Tina and Foy as well as Jennifer McCray. Thank you all for joining me this evening on Girl with Mogul. And we're here to talk about you ladies. Everything about you, what you have going on, as well as something special that's coming up starting in a couple of days from now. So to kick this off, Tina, please, if you don't mind, share a little bit about who you are with our listening audience and
Well,
viewing
hello
audience.
everyone. I am Tina F. Foy. I am the host and Beauty and Me with Tina, all about self-care, beauty, and fashion. I am a mom, a wife, a cosmetologist, favorite person as far as organic skincare and makeup. And I am a self-care for busy mom. I'm an advocate for busy moms and making sure that they understand that it's okay to take time out for yourself and not feel like you're neglecting anyone. But if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anyone else. So I'm very, very big on self-care.
Awesome, awesome. Miss Jennifer McCray, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Jennifer McCray, entrepreneur. I own J. McCray Style Boutique. I also am an author. I write children's books. Adventures of Dancing Josh is a children's book series. We've got a few written. I'm ready to launch the big collection. I'm working on getting 25 completed right now. I'm excited about it. And yeah, and I've ventured off into speaking, so I'll be doing a lot more of that this year. So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome, awesome. And what better place to get started in 2025 speaking than at the Bliss Unveiled Summit? Is I'm just gonna put that out there real quick.
Right?
So
It came right at the beginning of the year.
at the beginning, okay, the first speaking engagement of the year. Let's get it started. I'm excited. I am excited. So, Tina, um, we know that you are the host of Bliss Unveiled. We're just going to jump right into that one first, okay? Because we're already talking about it. Can you tell us what does Bliss Unveiled mean to you?
Bliss Unveiled is unveiling everything that is relaxing, that is self-care, that is loving you, just taking the veil off of everything. We always want to be politically correct or not put ourselves first. And I think unveiling everything self-care, fashion, and beauty is the start. You start to take off the veil, the hiding everything that you're supposed to be doing to take a better care of yourself.
I love that. You know, one of the things that such not into anymore because so many people misuse the word self-care, right? They misuse it. They don't really understand what self-care is. And so a lot of times it's just about nails done and a pedicure. But self-care is so much more than that. It is self-caring for yourself. Now, yes, manis and petties are essential to taking care of yourself. If that makes you feel good, it makes you look good. And of course, it's going to give you that inner confidence that comes out because you're feeling good, right?
Right.
But talk a little bit more about the self-care side of it. Like, what are some things that women can do? You know, you are the self-care and was advocate for busy moms, right? So if
Right.
we are looking for tips and tools to really care for ourselves, what does that look like? What are some things that women and moms can do to actually do better at taking care of themselves?
Well, the first thing, as a woman, as a mom, that you can do is take 5 minutes out. I know you have a busy schedules. A lot of us do. Take 5 minutes out, whether it's to drink a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, or even just look outside and enjoy the beauty of nature. It's the simplest things that can sometimes put your mind at ease. Self-care is pedicures and manicures, correct. But the other part of it is mentally taking care of yourself, physically taking care of yourself, dealing with um internal traumas, realizing that you may have a trauma and you need to seek help from a therapist or a
Right.
counselor. That's taking it to a whole nother level. And then also realizing that self-care is setting boundaries and understanding that you don't have to say yes for everything. And it's okay to take a half a day to just do something for yourself, whether it's taking a painting class or just going to brunch with your girlfriends. Just taking a moment for you to reset and regroup yourself
Yeah.
from whatever may be going on in your life. That's self-care. The shopping, that is all nice, but mentally you still need to take care of yourself as well.
Right, right. You hit on boundaries. Ooh, listen, that's a big part. That's a big part, Jennifer. For you, have you found yourself having to find ways to, I don't even know if I want to say balance, or just finding a way to juggle the things in life as a mom, as a business owner, um, as a speaker, as a stylist, right? All of the things, and just just taking care of you. Have you found a way to find some kind of balance for yourself as it comes to caring for you?
Um, yes. And I will start with meditation early in the morning at 4:30 before anybody wakes up. And the house is completely quiet and I'm not asking anything from anybody and they're not asking anything of me. I can visualize. That's one of the things that I learned in my very first coaching session many years ago, almost I want to say 10 years ago. I
Wow.
had a life coach session. We had a few sessions, and one of the things that we did was write things down and visualize. Now, what I do, I get on my knees and I make sure that I pray so that I humble myself and I'm completely submitted to my creator. After I pray, I get up, I sit up, I do some breathing exercises, and I visualize what does it look like for me to be healthy. And I say it, I am mentally healthy. I am emotionally healthy. I am physically healthy and I am spiritually healthy. So in my visualization, I'm cooking better foods. I'm actually cooking, right? I'm making it to the grocery store. I'm not making excuses. I'm working out. I'm looking at myself in the mirror naked and I like what I see.
Hmm.
I'm taking my time out to pray and I'm calm. Nothing is too much for me. I have the capacity to handle things emotionally. And so, one of the things that the life coach would ask me is, what does that look like? What does it feel like? What are you wearing? What are you saying? How can you embody that and live in that right now? And those visualization exercises really help me sometimes to bridge the gap from
Right,
wanting and wishing a thing to visualizing what does it look like for me to actually do it. And for
right.
me, I do that twice a day, and that has tremendously helped my blood pressure. It's helped me sleep better at night and make better decisions during the day. So that is what I call my self care outside of my bubble baths and pedicures.
I love
Is
it.
the health and the peace
Right.
of mind.
Right.
Yeah.
And so what Tina said earlier about boundaries, but also you speaking on the meditation side, that goes hand in hand, because a lot of times when you're trying to be in your quiet space and your quiet time, there are so many voices, whether they are in your house, on the job, in society, or maybe all those voices in your head, right? Because a lot of times we have a
Yeah.
lot of voices
Right.
going on, a lot of conversations being had in our heads, and we need to find ways to quiet those, all of those voices, all of those distractions, so that we can, get to that peace, that inner peace, that peace with God, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So when it comes for, I'm not going to hop into your business a little bit, Jennifer. Okay,
Okay.
as a as a stylist, right? As a stylist, we're talking about self care, and you working with many people, women. I'm presuming you have a lot of women who are clients, right? Or
Yeah.
is your clientele only women?
Yes, I've had men show interest. I've had a few male clients, but I mainly like to cater to women.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
when it comes to you serving your clients, as a
Mhm.
stylist, and have you run into an opportunity where you've actually had to speak life into them, right?
All
Give
the time.
them give them some confidence boosters about how they look, the leveling up and increasing that self-esteem within them so that they can walk boldly in now this new lifestyle that you're giving them.
It's funny that you say that. I'm not going to name names. There was a client in particular. She was a graduate from Harvard, and she was a little something. Asian American. I was living in Las Vegas at the time, and she wanted to be a politician, and she was running for some sort of office. And the photographer I was working with at the time, she's like, you got to meet her, you got to help her. I was like, I think I can help, and so I come and I meet this young lady, and all of her clothes was too big for her, and some of them were dirty. And she had a closet full of clothes that were too big for her and clothes that were just flat out dirty. I had to teach her, what needed to go to the cleaners, what needed to be given away. The importance of how you look is not about you. It's not about vanity. And sometimes people think that it's vanity. But if you are to hold an office and you want people to believe that you have the capacity to take care of them, are you capable of taking care of yourself?
Right.
Do you think that you are valuable enough to take care of yourself? And that's a message. That's a message. And when you show up, if your clothes are wrinkled, if your clothes are dirty, yeah, you got a good job. Nobody would know it. Right? You're capable. You graduated from Harvard, but you don't look it. And so before you begin to speak, people make assumptions about you. What would you like them to think? And you actually have the power to do that. You have the power to say, I'm going to represent myself as. I'm going to show up in the world as. And so as I began to take her, help her to pick out different fabrics. Oh, no. Can you see?
We hear you and see
Can you
you.
hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my connection
Yes.
lost for a second. As I began, I took her shopping together, and I was able to help her change her mindset and look at herself differently.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward months later, can you hear me?
I can. We can hear you and see you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So fast forward months later, she kept it up. She kept the style up. It wasn't just for the photo shoot, but there was a mind change. And that's always what I'm going at. I don't want you to always need me. I'm not a crutch. I don't want, if there's a style that you can't find, great. I'm happy to search for it. But when it comes to someone being in front of me, when I can tell that there's a mental blockage, if I can help create an environment where there's a mindset shift, and you can begin to embody a lifestyle for yourself where you're coming into your own and you're more confident, that's what we want. And she kept it up, and she's looking good, and she's feeling good, and she's walking in her own right now. And I just love to see that.
I love that. I love that. And, I know that when it comes to, again, how you dress yourself, that can elevate your confidence. It can elevate your self-esteem about who you are as a woman. And the way you walk with the thing. Now, somebody walking in stilettos around here. Jennifer, do you walk in stilettos too?
I do occasionally. Yes, I will pull out a red bottom or two.
So I am so not a stilettos girl, and maybe it's just because of the fear of breaking my ankle. Okay, I'm so not a stilettos girl. I'm such a sneakers and a slippers kind of girl. Okay, or just give me some socks so I can walk around the house. Okay. However, when it comes to feeling good, I do know, my sister, she loves stilettos, and I'm just like, you know what, you 5 foot, you will love some stilettos, all right? But okay, I'm not trying to say anything about the short people out here because I'm one of the short crew. Okay, I'm 5'4". It's okay.
I'm 5 foot.
Oh, I feel so tall right now. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But I would say, I have come to understand that, wearing stilettos, women love to wear stilettos because one, it makes you feel good. It can, give you that little height as well. But there are so many reasons why people love stilettos. Tina, why you
Yes,
love
ma'am.
stilettos?
I have been
Tell us.
rocking heels since I could walk. I've been rocking my little heels and stuff since I could walk. So stilettos are my go-to. They come in different colors, different shapes, different sizes. You can
Yeah.
bedazzle them. You can wear them plain. They are my go-to. And then, yeah, I can't wear flats. It will kill my back and my knees. You would think I was
Oh,
lifting weights with my legs.
I just had
mhm.
to pick on Tina for a moment. I just had to pick on Tina. But I do recognize again, stiletto, high heels and stilettos is a part of wardrobe and it's a part of the look, the entire look that you're going for. So Jennifer, I'm just gonna put this out here. If you ever style me, Timberlands, some Reeboks, Nikes, some
I was
sandals.
just going to say, like, stilettos isn't for everybody. Like, there are
Right.
so many shoes that make a statement.
Right,
I mean, because
right,
that's really what you want. You want something that makes a statement that speaks to you, to who you are. And
right,
everybody not glitz and glam type of person. They don't. That's not the message that they're looking to exude. You can
right,
wear your Timbs or some Doc Martens if you're looking to exude a certain level of power,
right,
right?
right.
There's so many things that you could do besides wearing a stiletto. And trust me, I'm here to help you whenever you need. So we can it's a personality that you're
Right.
wearing, and then some people I've seen them take their Tims and take their Doc Martens and jazz them up.
Mm-hmm.
So it just all depends on the message that you want to put out there and what makes you feel happy, what put that
Right,
smile on your face, and what makes you feel progressive that you're in
right,
your lane, not somebody else's lane, but in your lane. That's what
right.
we want to.
So I'm gonna do a little game here, okay? You got 15 minutes to get ready. This is for each of you. You have 15 minutes to get ready, and you're running late. Okay, you're running late to get to the house. You got to change. You got somewhere you got to be. What is your go-to that will you can quickly come in the house, pop on, and get ready to head out? Like, what is a go-to look for you that you can do? Jennifer, you go.
All black dress or jumpsuit.
Okay, okay.
Quick dress, one piece. I don't have to think too hard. And a jumpsuit. Again, we got a one piece. I don't have to think too hard. Not trying to
Yep.
match everything up. So yeah, dress or jumpsuit.
Awesome, awesome. All right, what about you, Tina?
Actually, yes, a little black dress or a little red dress is my go-to.
Okay,
And throw
okay.
on some stilettos, and my bag
Of
normally
course.
matches, so I'm out the door.
Mhm.
All right, all right. I love it. I love it. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about Bliss Unveiled for a moment, right? We're gonna talk about Bliss Unveiled. Bliss Unveiled Summit, hosted by Tina F. Foy, starts on January 7th at 6 p.m., January 8th at 6 p.m., and January 9th at 6 p.m. And so you're going to be highlighting self care, beauty, and fashion. Absolutely love it. I'm so excited. Can't wait. But if you don't mind, first tell us about the other ladies that will actually be speakers and presenters during your summit, if you don't mind. Just name them.
So, for Tuesday, which is the 7th, we have self-care, and that is Miss LaJune Singleton. She is a fitness guru. She is a self-care guru, and she handles a lot of trauma and how to get through it and the steps that you can take. And then we have Miss Sarah McElvina, which is a licensed counselor and therapist, and she also does the same thing, but she gets a little bit more in depth on how you can go about handling your self-care, how to mentally take care of it, and how to ask for help. And then we also have Miss Angel Conway, and she has Because I Care Too, and hers is a lot different. She incorporates knitting in her self-care, which is completely awesome. And she breaks down how to love yourself because she loves you. And it's a whole nother aspect of things. This is my first time working with her, but it's definitely a very interesting take on self-care. And for the second day, we have beauty. I have some amazing ladies that it's right down my alley. I'm all about makeup. I think it should enhance your beauty and not cover it. And they give tips. They have different takes on makeup. Melissa Richardson, she does the general original makeup, but she also take it to another level with art. She can paint a Care
Mhm.
Bear or money on your face and add bling to it if you want to be a Barbie. She takes it to a whole nother level. And then we have Deiondra Niara artistry. She is very talented. She highlight your features like no one else. She takes contour to a whole nother level. And Miss Jennifer Cook, she is a jack of all trades, not only with makeup, but with fashion. She is a Mary Kay director. She is all about between skincare and makeup. She takes it to a whole nother level. For my Mary Kay lovers, definitely tune in because she is your lady. She also goes with fashion. She is CEO. She's all about mixing jewelry and mixing clothing. She is definitely a girl's girl. She's one of the ladies with stilettos. I don't think I've ever seen her without a stiletto. And of course, we have Miss Jennifer McRae on. She has styled me herself. She has wonderful outfits. I'm always adding to my cart and trying to figure out what to get and make sure I don't go broke. She styled me for my pageants. Uh, she has this one suit that is my favorite next to the dress that is a white and gold suit that I have so many compliments on. So if you're looking to go out or just to be dressed for the girls' day out, definitely contact Jennifer because she is your girl.
I love it. I love it. As you were speaking, I didn't want to be disrespectful. I'm going to pull up the graphic for everyone to see the different faces that'll be showing. So that's what those are the faces that you all will see starting January 7th through the 9th for the Bliss Unveiled Summit. So Tina, tell us, why did you want to create a summit called Bliss Unveiled? Why is it important for you to host this summit?
It is important because it's not everyone looks at TV, not everyone listens to podcasts on Apple and Spotify, but you can get majority of everyone to get online because they're always on social media. They're always on some sort of platform when it comes to social media to find out information. And with a virtual summit, you could come up in your pajamas and a glass of wine and still see other ladies and get the information that you need. There's nowhere easier than to get your self-care, your beauty, and your fashion in one area for the beginners, for the people that are very experienced, but you're looking for something new. People have different takes on the three categories, and to see different women give advice and give tips, it couldn't be a better idea.
I love it. I love it. And so Jennifer, you're going to be on the fashion day, right? That's the last day of the
Yeah.
summit.
Hmm.
And what can we expect from Miss Jennifer McRae?
Well, well, I'm going to go into about a little bit of cognitive behavior. Some people don't understand that color brings out responses in people. It may exude trust, um, passion, wisdom. Certain colors like gold, blue, red, green, even. We see a lot of nudes and naturals going on. Why? So, cognitive behavior is something that I love to study because I want to know why people do what they do. Is it an automatic thing? Is it set up that way? Like, why do people do what they do? And in terms of fashion, we can bring ourselves out of our anxiety. We can bring ourselves out of our depression. We can lift our own spirits in getting up and getting dressed daily and recognizing how do we feel in the morning when we get up. If we're not feeling well, if we're too busy thinking about yesterday, if we're feeling down, the best thing that you can do for yourself is get up and get dressed and put on something bright and colorful. And that's to make you happy. That's to make you feel good. And that's science. That's not just, oh, because it's pretty and it's
Right.
vanity, but it's actually science that colors matter. And you getting up, getting dressed, and put on colors is to make you feel good about you.
I love that. I love that. I will say that for the longest time, I've always loved earth tone jewel colors against my skin, right? And then I did this test online. Yeah, I didn't find my color. I couldn't really match my arm color on this thing, but it got close. It got close. It still brought out some of the colors that I love to wear, which is like teal, like the jewel tones of the earth tone
Mhm.
colors. And I'm just like, oh,
Mhm.
okay. I'm gonna have to give me some more of that. But I'm really a black and white kind of muted girl. I love black and white. I do have colors all over the rainbow in my closet.
Mhm.
But I do see most of my closet are jewel tone colors. I love them. I'm such a groundy, earthly kind of girl. But I'm excited for the Bliss Unveiled Summit. I'm excited because it's not just for moms, and I don't really think it's just for women, even though it's specifically for women. I think men can get some good, valuable knowledge from attending the Bliss Unveiled Summit, or either just, hey, let me get this ticket for you, my baby girl. Okay, like get a ticket from your wife and say, hey, I thought about you. I thought about you. You always say, I don't think about you. Well, I thought about you and I register you for this event, right? Because one,
Right.
it allows them to be in a community type setting that allows them to feel welcome to speak about and to listen to and to engage in a way that they may not be engaging outside or at home, or they may not have a community to engage with, right? But I
Right.
think it allows men to understand women a little bit better when it comes to self-care, beauty, and fashion. And it's not just about the clothes. It's not just about all the glitz and glamour. It's really getting down into the meat and potatoes of it all. Let's have an impactful conversation, right? So I'm
Mhm.
excited.
Right.
I'm excited.
I think
At the
it's
bottom,
about relationship too. I mean, when I think about a man that might want to attend, if you're single or if you're in a relationship, this might be able to help you better relate. You know,
right?
Very
if
true.
you
Now
in a
listen, we ain't trying to
relationship.
play matchmaker, but if you find your
Well, you
match,
know, a lot of
but
men
if you
out here
find your
talking
match,
about relationships and this and that. Maybe they can learn something.
right,
True. 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 And for the ones that don't understand why she needs to go get her nails done, or why she needs that 5 minutes in the bathroom to
right.
herself, or why she needs a
Why
half
she
a
run
day,
away every
why,
hour to get
yeah,
10
why
minutes?
she needs a why she needs a half a day to go hang with the girls to get her mind together and get a little
Right,
bit of
Yeah.
right.
insight.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So at the bottom of the screen here, I think it's over here on the right hand, no, left hand side. It's on one of these sides, right over there. Okay. Y'all will see the link, blissunveiledsummit.eventbrite.com. Tickets are absolutely free. There's no cost to attend. There's no cost to engage. There's no cost to be in a room of other women who actually can understand and relate to you, right? Now, if you are of a business nature and a business minded, there are opportunities for you to be a sponsor for this and get greater visibility for your business. However, if you are here to attend, the cost is absolutely zero. So we want you to join. We want you to join. And there is a community of women. Over 50 women have already registered for this event. I'm so doggone excited because that shows that there's a need for this kind of content. There's a need for this kind of event. There's a need for these women to come together and share their knowledge and their expertise. And so if you want to join us, feel free to join us. Ain't nobody gonna bite you, right?
Please.
But I'm excited for the Bliss and Veil Summit starting on January 7th. Tina's there, and oh, let me share this. I know Tina has a book. Has a free giveaway as well. So when you register, you also get something, right? So first of all, you're not paying anything, but you're also going to get double. Um, it's called 5 Minutes Bliss for busy moms.
Busy
Did I get it
moments.
right? For
For
busy
busy
moments.
moments. Yes. For
For
busy
five
moments.
minute bliss
Yes.
for busy moments. So Tina, you want to tell us a little bit about that ebook?
So the ebook is literally giving you 5 minute tip on how to take a 5 minute break, whether it's breathing techniques, whether it's affirmations, or just walking with yourself. It literally gives 5 minutes of how you can take that time out for yourself and get clarity before you start your day, or if you end your day, if you just need it in the middle of the day. It's a really simple, easy book. I didn't want to take up anyone's time, but I wanted to be a little guide to help them to get a free peace of mind, is the best way to put it.
Right, right. I love that. I love that. And I think
Yeah.
that, again, giving women an opportunity to do something quick, because a lot of times we don't have a lot of time, especially if we're juggling careers, our not, the 9 to 5, being a CEO for those who have their own businesses, being a mom, being a spouse or girlfriend or fiance or boo thing, okay? But also being a friend, a sister, a auntie, a daughter, all the roles that we play on a daily
Hmm.
basis. A lot of times we run out of time to do things. And so I think by you offering an opportunity for them to do something for themselves that don't take a lot of time, but it gives you a sense of rejuvenation, a sense of recharge. That's really important, that allows them to continue to go throughout the rest of the day. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you for, even coming up with the idea of having the Bliss Unveiled Summit. Like, it's amazing. So
Thank
um,
you.
I want you all to go connect. Tina, they can find you here. Tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on all platforms: Facebook, TikTok, IG, Blue Sky at Beauty and Me with Tina. I'm on all Beauty and Me with Tina, all platforms. I am available, DM, or if you just want to like, comment, share your story, I am here.
Awesome, awesome. All right, and Miss Jennifer McCrae, where can the people find and connect and stay connected with you and get the style tips, get styled, get all the things?
You can find me at J McCrae Style Boutique on Instagram, or you can look up Jennifer McCrae on Facebook and also on LinkedIn, Jennifer McCrae.
Awesome, awesome. So Jennifer, the last question I have for you too, Jennifer, I'll start with you. From the Bliss Unveiled Summit, what is one thing that you would love for women to take away when the summit is over on January 9th?
Hmm. You are worthy.
Mm,
You are worthy. Take care of yourself. We forget that. We forget to walk in our power. We forget that we have power. We forget
right.
that we're capable, and believing in yourself sometimes comes like eating a big elephant one bite at a time. Sometimes the little beliefs add up and snowball into really, really big beliefs, and you're worthy from the little all the way to the big. So,
I love that. I love that. One bite at a time, one
All
task at a
right.
time, one goal
yes,
at a time, one step at a time, one day at a time. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. And Tina, what is one thing that you would love for women to walk away at the end of the event?
Self-care and self-love is a necessity, not a luxury. It is a must. You must take time out to love yourself, to take care of yourself. If you do not, you cannot take care of anyone else that you love. They will suffer as long as you are not taking care of it. You will take care of, as long as you are not taking care of yourself. Sorry, you will not only suffer mentally and physically, but your family will suffer as well. And you don't want to do that. So know that no matter what no one tells you, it is a necessity. It is a must do, not a
yes,
luxury.
Amen. Amen. So listen, Tina just told y'all it's vital that you take care of yourself so your family will be taken care of, because everybody's relying on you in some kind of way. So you must take care of yourself so that you'll be able to, take care of your family. So again, I want you all to visit the link, blissunveiledsummit.eventbrite.com, secure your free seat, join us starting January 9th. I say us because I'm in this, okay? Like, I'm not speaking, but I'm in this. I'm gonna be there. I'm tuning in. But January 9th, January 8th, I'm sorry, January 7th, January 8th, and January 9th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on each night. It's for an hour long. You got an hour. You have an hour, right? So take that hour for yourself. It's for you. This summit is for you, ladies. And as Tina called y'all, hello, beauties. This summit is for you. Oh my gosh. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Tina, anything else you want to say before we end tonight?
Ladies, I look forward, and gentlemen, for those who show, I look forward to seeing you guys and just interacting. And I hope that you get, if not a whole bunch of gems, at least one gems out of this summit. So I look forward to seeing you guys.
Absolutely, absolutely. You all have a good evening. I'm excited that these ladies have joined us this evening on Grow with Mogul to talk about the Bliss Unveiled Summit. Again, follow them on socials on Instagram. You have Beauty and Me with Tina. You also have J McCrae Style Boutique on Instagram. So make sure you follow, connect with the ladies, engage. You're gonna find a solution to some problem just by engaging. So thank you all. I appreciate you all. We'll see you on January 9th at 6 p.m. for the first day of the Bliss Unveiled Summit. Have a good night.
Okay. Good night.
Square breathing and incorporating that into your day. Mindfulness, learning about that practice of just taking time to kind of absorb your environment.
You kind of answered this question before, but what made you transition from being a stylist to a boutique owner?
The necessity. I mean, there are clients that are just not my people. They're just not my clients. And I am totally okay with that. Like, I don't have no problem with that. So what do you do? What do you do when your calendar is not booked? What do you do to take back control of your income and control of your life? You have to diversify your.
Come on.